Before we get into Bivol versus Beterbiev, here's a glimpse into Dmitry Bivol's personal life, an argument with his ex-wife, and did he really break her watch in the heat of the moment? A small crack in his calm, collected persona. Even champions have their breaking points. On October 12th, WBA light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol will be stepping into the ring against Artur Beterbiev for the undisputed light heavyweight title. Ahead of the fight, unresolved issues in his personal life are coming back to haunt him. An allegedly traumatic separation has set Bivol's ex-wife on a crusade to seek justice. Dmitry Bivol faces serious accusations of domestic abuse from his ex-wife, including claims that he shattered her watch during a fight. The spotlight's not just on his boxing, but on his character. How will this sing her personal grievances, accusing him of abandoning their children and refusing to provide financial or emotional support? She claims he has avoided communication with their sons, adding to the tension outside the ring.
The thing is, maybe he was in love with me because I was a beautiful, smart, but rich girl. Now he has a relationship with one more. She's not a girl. She's 40 years old, Arabian person.
This paints a troubling image of the light heavyweight champion, hinting that his personal struggles may be taking a toll on his mental and emotional state. She wrote in a message that was sent to Artur Beterbiev by Dmitry Bivol. After all the attacks on me from Bivol and his failure to pay child support for his sons, along with a complete refusal to communicate with them, I want to tell you everything. The most startling part of her revelation is a detailed list of Bivol's physical ailments. She mentions a stress fracture in his back, surgeries on his hands, a sore elbow, and recurring knee pain. These injuries, which Bivol has kept under wraps, could severely affect his performance against a powerhouse like Beterbiev, whose relentless aggression targets any sign of weakness. She added, he has a stress fracture in his vertebrae, all his hands have been operated on, and not just once. One elbow for sure is very sore, and his knees are painful too. In a final blow, she calls into question Bivol's toughness and resolve, labeling him a coward. This not only adds fuel to the fire, but might be aimed at getting into Bivol's head just before the biggest fight of his career. The mind games are in full swing, and this public jab adds a personal twist to an already fierce rivalry. She also mentioned his left ear is constantly swollen and broken many times, and fluid accumulates in his eyes. Sometimes he can't see well, but the main thing is, he's a coward. We need your victory, Artur. This is bad news for Dmitry Bivol. The Russian boxer's ex-wife, Dmitry Bivol, has leaked confidential medical records, handing over sensitive information to none other than his opponent, Artur Beterbiev. The leaked details highlight all of Bivol's weak points, including past injuries and vulnerable areas that Beterbiev can exploit to inflict maximum damage. Beterbiev now has a clear roadmap to target Bivol's weaknesses, thanks to this highly sensitive information provided directly by Dmitry Bivol herself. Bivol is already dealing with serious legal challenges and allegations from his ex-wife, who has been posting damaging information about him on social media. Her actions show no sign of stopping, and this latest leak could have a significant impact on Bivol's performance in what is arguably the most important fight of his career. While boxing fans don't always focus on a fighter's personal life, this situation has raised concerns about how Bivol will handle the pressure in the ring. With the medical details now in the hands of his rival, will Bivol be at a disadvantage? Fans and analysts are speculating whether this leaked information could tip the scales in Beterbiev's favor as the most pivotal bout of Bivol's career approaches. As if the leak of sensitive medical information wasn't enough, Bivol's ex-wife, Katerina, has continued to publicly attack him, describing her experiences during their marriage and the difficult aftermath. She reveals disturbing details about their relationship.
Me that if I go to court, I will never have normal alimony.
Katarina also opens up about ongoing financial struggles, claiming that Dmitry Bivol has failed to properly support their children. According to her, Bivol had agreed to pay $1,000 per month for their kids, with additional costs for clothing, medicine, education, and sports to be covered separately by him. However, she says that for an entire year, she had to fight for every dollar.
Still, I was in love with this devil. Demon. He's awful person. I don't respect him at all. So in August he did everything. He was threatening me.
These accusations paint a picture of a bitter legal battle and a man who, despite his professional success, is facing heavy personal struggles. As the tension builds ahead of his crucial fight with Artur Beterbiev, the question remains, how will these issues outside the ring affect Bivol's mindset and performance when he steps into the ring? She further explains that tensions escalated after she fell in love with another man, a policeman. Bivol, who Katarina calls Dima, found out and allegedly threatened her and her new boyfriend. She added, "So now my kids have only $1,000 from a millionaire father. And what happened? I fell in love with a policeman and Dima found out. He was threatening me and my mom, saying he'd hire people to beat this man. But then he changed his mind, of course because this man is a policeman." Katarina didn't stop there. She went on to claim that Dmitry Bivol is now involved with another Arabian woman. She reveals that their children even spent time with this woman and Bivol's parents in Dubai during the new year, which led to Katarina uncovering more secrets. She further revealed, "I started to talk about his Arabian, slut because I knew about her since February. My kids stayed with her and his parents and Dima in Dubai for New Year." The personal drama is intertwined with the build-up to the fight, making it even more intense for the audience. Katarina didn't hold back when it came to sharing what she discovered. She claims to have found a video that confirmed her suspicions about Dmitry Bivol's relationship with another woman. In this video, she describes a moment where Dima is giving a gift to the woman, and the interaction left her in shock.
It was also like a bullshit agreement that he gives only $1,000 for my both kids. But there was an additional agreement that all things like clothes, medicine, education, sports, he will pay with a check. So I send him check and he will send the money. For the whole year, we were fighting for every dollar.
Katarina says that after finding the video and dealing with repeated threats from Bivol toward her new partner and even her mother, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She claims the threats of violence pushed her to publicly expose Bivol's alleged relationship with this woman, further escalating the personal drama.
When Dima is giving this person a present, a cup, and she was like, "Oh my God, Dima, I'm gonna cry. I love you," and all this shit. So it was in February 2024, and I was like, "Oh my God, is this Arabian girl that?" And everything like that. There was such a gossip that he has this girl.
Katarina's decision to go public with these accusations appears to be fueled by both personal betrayal and fear for her and her loved one's safety. Her revelations add yet another layer of tension to an already strained situation as she openly accuses Dmitry Bivol of threats and infidelity, turning what was once a private matter into a very public battle. Renowned boxing analyst Barry Jones admits that this fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol is one of the hardest to predict. The challenge lies in the fact that both fighters are so skilled and at the top of their division, making it nearly impossible to pick a clear winner. Barry Jones said in an interview, "It's such a hard fight to call, and that's what you want for the two best fighters in a division. To be able to pick a winner quite easily is not what we need. I could tell you why I think Beterbiev is going to win, and I could tell you why I think Bivol is going to win, but in reality, I haven't got a clue." According to Jones, the fight will ultimately come down to who can impose their style and will first. Both fighters have unique skill sets that work in their favor, but Jones emphasizes that what has worked for each man in the past may not be enough in this high-stakes matchup. He also noted, "I think it'll really come down to who can impose their will or their ability, their skill set in the fight the quickest. What works for Bivol might not work in this fight, and what works for Beterbiev might not work either." Jones originally leaned toward Bivol when this matchup was first mentioned, and despite the uncertainty, he's sticking with that prediction. However, he admits that his confidence isn't high, given Beterbiev's destructive knockout power. Barry Jones further stated, "I picked Bivol from when it was first spoken about, and I tend to stick with my first assumption. But I wasn't confident then, and I'm not confident now. Beterbiev should be the massive favorite because he's knocked everyone out." While Beterbiev is known for his knockout power and aggression, Jones points out that age and injuries might be catching up to him. However, Beterbiev's ability to close distance and control space is one of his biggest assets. Even if his footwork isn't as quick as Bivol's.
He's knocking out good boxers, he's knocking out good big punches, he's knocking them out in the first round, he's knocking them out in the last round. He's 40 years of age, I think. Might be older, who knows, but and he had the injuries that are appearing now. It might be wear and tear, but he has good footwork. Not the footwork of Bivol, but it's just as good. It's different, but it's just as good. He can't get out of trouble as quick as Bivol can, but he closes the distance. He eats up your space.
With both fighters at the pinnacle of their careers, the stakes for this matchup couldn't be higher. Bivol aims to prove his superiority after an impressive reign, while Beterbiev looks to solidify his legacy as one of the most feared punchers in boxing history. As they prepare to face off, fans and analysts alike are eagerly anticipating how this clash of titans will unfold, especially given the personal and professional turmoil surrounding Bivol. Top-ranked President Todd Dubaff couldn't help but express his admiration for Artur Beterbiev's formidable presence both inside and outside the ring. He describes Beterbiev as someone who exudes a frightening energy, setting him apart from other fighters. Todd Dubaff, like, this guy is just treacherous, how scary he feels and his energy is. Dubaff goes on to emphasize his appreciation for Beterbiev's fighting style, indicating that there's something electrifying about the way he competes. Todd Dubaff also stated, but what he does in the ring, hello? Do I love it? Do I love it? Beterbiev's unique blend of power, aggression, and strategic fighting makes him a formidable opponent for anyone in the ring. His ability to intimidate opponents and dominate fights has garnered attention and respect from fans and experts alike. As he prepares to face Bivol, his treacherous energy could prove to be a significant factor in the outcome of their highly anticipated bout. Anthony Yarde, who has shared the ring with Artur Beterbiev, offers his perspective on the upcoming fight against Dmitry Bivol. Drawing from his own experiences, Yarde highlights the challenges Bivol may face in trying to maintain distance against a fighter like Beterbiev. Anthony Yarde said, "I just don't see how Bivol will keep off Beterbiev for 12 rounds. Again, I've been in there with him. He's very cerebral. He's smart in how he does things. Bivol, he's been a punch-perfect boxer so far, but in terms of size, people do give him a lot of credit because of what he did with Canelo. Canelo is tiny compared to him, but Beterbiev is not, so that could be the difference. But again, we'll see, it's gonna happen." Yarde emphasizes that while Bivol has shown remarkable skill in previous fights, the size and intelligence of Beterbiev could prove to be significant factors in their match. As both fighters prepare for this high-stakes bout, the battle of wits and strategy will be crucial. Adam Smith, a boxing analyst, offers a deeper insight into both fighters' skill sets. He believes that Beterbiev possesses a level of skill that often goes unnoticed, while also praising Bivol's technical abilities and overall boxing IQ. Adam Smith stated, "Beterbiev has underrated skills. I think people think he's just all the knockouts. But you speak to the likes of Callum Smith, you speak to Callum Johnson, the people that shared a ring with him, and they say he's just so clever. The feints, the moves, it's really cute. There's a fantastic IQ there." Smith contrasts Beterbiev's skills with Bivol's technical proficiency, highlighting the complexities each fighter brings into the ring. He notes that while Beterbiev is a knockout artist, Bivol's methodical approach and ability to adapt over the 12-round distance could give him the edge. Adam Smith continues, "Bivol is very different, very much a technical operator who has very few weaknesses or flaws. He's watertight, another brilliant amateur, just a lovely fighter, especially if you're a purist to watch. I've always sort of thought Bivol in this one. I just think he's a master of the 12-round distance, and I think that he's really difficult to work out, to look good against, and I just think he might be technically slightly superior to Beterbiev." As both fighters prepare to face off, the contrasting styles and strategies they bring to the ring will be pivotal in determining the outcome. Yarde's insight into Beterbiev's power and cerebral approach complements Smith's analysis of Bivol's technical prowess and adaptability. With both fighters at the peak of their careers, fans eagerly await what promises to be a thrilling clash that could redefine the light heavyweight division. David Benavidez, a top contender in the super middleweight division, shares his perspective on the contrasting styles of Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev as they gear up for their highly anticipated fight. Drawing from his experience in the ring, Benavidez breaks down the key differences in their fighting approaches.
They're both extremely talented fighters, very well. They're two different type of fighters though. Bivol is a boxer, he moves around a lot, but he's solid. Beterbiev is a train, just comes at you, takes shots,
Benavidez highlights the stark contrast between Bivol's technical, elusive style and Beterbiev's aggressive, forward-pressing approach. This difference will play a crucial role in the fight, as Bivol will need to utilize his footwork and defensive skills to avoid Beterbiev's power. Fans and analysts are eager to see how these styles will clash in the ring, setting the stage for a thrilling showdown. Joshua Buatsi, a rising star in the light heavyweight division, weighs in on the upcoming clash between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. He provides an in-depth analysis of both fighters' technical skills, emphasizing that there is more to each fighter than what is often perceived by the public. Joshua Buatsi said Beterbiev is technically better than what people think, so I think he's technically actually quite good, and he's got a 100% knockout ratio, so he has to use that. And then Bivol is technically even better than what we think as well. We all think he's technically good, but it's technically probably better than we think, and he's got to use what he uses and his movement and everything, but it'll be interesting. So it would be a good mix. Buatsi emphasizes the technical capabilities of both fighters, suggesting that their skills may exceed common perceptions. The combination of Beterbiev's knockout power and Bivol's refined technique sets the stage for an intriguing matchup that could showcase the best of both boxing styles. Callum Simpson, another emerging fighter in the boxing scene, shares his thoughts on Beterbiev's unique attributes as a competitor. He believes that Beterbiev's distinctive fighting style and the support he receives from his coaching team will be pivotal factors in the fight. Callum Simpson said he will be the same Beterbiev, I guarantee that. He's different from everyone else. Everyone that I've been living with he's just built differently. And yeah, I know he has an amazing team around him as well. You know, Mark Ramsey is the head coach, and the other boxing coaches, they have covered all the bases. He's got the best. Simpson underlines Beterbiev's exceptional physicality and the strong support system that surrounds him, which contributes to his effectiveness in the ring. This combination of factors makes Beterbiev a formidable opponent for Bivol, as he prepares to bring his best game to the match. Renowned trainer Robert Garcia also reflects on the upcoming bout, offering his prediction based on the styles and capabilities of both fighters. He acknowledges the difficulty in picking a winner, given the unique strengths each fighter brings to the table. Robert Garcia stated, "Can't wait for that one, man. That's gonna be a fight that's hard to pick the winner. I lean towards Bivol by decision. I just think he's got that style that he's not gonna allow Beterbiev to step in and get close. I don't know, but also I wouldn't be surprised if Beterbiev steps in and hurts him and knocks him out, cause that guy has so much power he can knock anybody out. But I lean to Bivol by decision." Garcia captures the essence of the matchup, recognizing the potential for both fighters to showcase their strengths. While he leans toward Bivol's style being more favorable for a decision victory, he also acknowledges Beterbiev's knockout power, making this bout a thrilling prospect for boxing fans worldwide. Chris Algieri, a former world champion and now a respected commentator, shares his insights on Artur Beterbiev as he prepares for the upcoming fight against Dmitry Bivol. Algieri discusses Beterbiev's evolution as a fighter, emphasizing how he has continued to improve even as he approaches the later stages of his career.
So, you know, you're thinking about, are they in their primes? But in terms of Beterbiev's performances lately, seems to be getting better. Even as he's approaching late age in the 30s, he's looked better and better. He's looked more skillful. The power's always been there. The destructive force that he delivers has not changed whatsoever.
Algieri's analysis underscores Beterbiev's impressive skill set and consistency as a knockout artist, highlighting his ability to improve with age. He raises an important question about the marketability of the fight, hinting at the potential excitement surrounding the matchup and the broader implications for both fighters' careers. With Beterbiev's power and skill on display, fans are eager to see if he can maintain his momentum against a technically gifted opponent like Bivol. In his continued breakdown of the Bivol versus Beterbiev matchup, Chris Algieri shifts focus to Dmitry Bivol, highlighting the technical prowess that sets him apart from other fighters. He emphasizes Bivol's ability to control the distance and how that might play a crucial role in the fight. He said, "Bivol is a master of distance. He positions himself so he's in and out, in and out. He's more dynamic in terms of his motion. He's got that pendulum motion back and forth, so he makes you miss, makes you overreach, and then he counters. Champ, you mentioned that sharp right hand by Bivol. Don't be surprised if he catches Beterbiev square and puts him on his butt at some point during this fight, which would blow everyone's mind because you're looking at the boxer who now puts the puncher on the mat. We've seen Beterbiev down before, and we've seen Bivol score some really good knockdowns and knockouts." Algieri's analysis paints a vivid picture of Bivol's strategic advantages in the ring. His dynamic movement and ability to evade punches could potentially frustrate Beterbiev, allowing Bivol to execute his counterattacks effectively. Continuing his analysis, Chris Algieri delves into Artur Beterbiev's fighting style and how it has evolved over time. He discusses Beterbiev's transition from a ferocious puncher to a more calculated fighter as he ages, highlighting the importance of strategy in his upcoming bout against Bivol. Chris Algieri noted, Beterbiev is a very good puncher with a very deep amateur background. We've been seeing the skill set show up more and more recently as he's gotten older. I'm not sure if that's because he's just not as ferocious as he used to be. He has to be smarter and more deceptive on his way in, but we're seeing him utilize his jab, close his distance, and position himself much better. Algieri's insights underline the importance of adaptability in a fighter's career. As Beterbiev transitions into this new phase, he relies on his boxing IQ and technical skills to remain competitive. This strategic evolution could be crucial in the matchup against Bivol, where precision and timing will play significant roles. Beterbiev's ability to adjust his approach may ultimately determine the outcome of this highly anticipated fight. As the anticipation builds for the monumental clash between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, fans are left wondering, will Bivol's personal struggles and recent revelations derail his championship reign, or will his technical prowess and ability to control the distance prevail against Beterbiev's relentless aggression? What are your predictions for how these factors will impact the fight? Share your thoughts.